Ladies and gentlemen, the show we've all been waiting for. Paranormal Buzz Radio is proud to present REP Paranormal and Friends with your hosts, Kim Purvis and Allison Robinson. Live every Thursday night on Spreaker, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. Be sure to check out their Facebook page, REP Paranormal Busters.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, welcome tonight to REP Paranormal and Friends. Jeez, it seems like it's been forever since we've been on. So tonight, you're gonna get to listen to us kind of, I don't know, what do you want to say?
Babble,
pretty much. We've been on a few investigations here over the last month, and so we're gonna kind of just go over some of our experiences and kind of have you guys listen to some recordings that we have and see what you guys think. You might hear. Let's see here. Was it earlier this month that we went to Granger House and we went to Edinburgh? That was a whole weekend deal.
That was in June.
Okay, June 21st and 22nd. We went there with Jeanette and Gary Olson, and that was a fun time. We were very tired. That was the first time we'd
Yes,
done...
Matt, that's the place with the kitty.
Yes, that is. Granger House is the one with the kitty. That's right. Anyways, it was a fun weekend.
Long weekend. Yes,
but it was fun.
it was very fun.
It's always a good time when we get together with Jeanette and Gary. So, we started off though our weekend at Edinburgh. It was kind of different that night. I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, I had the funny sensations walking down the main hallway where I couldn't go past the water fountain, and I kept smelling mothballs, and I got really sick to my stomach, and it just didn't want me to go any farther. But I knew that I had to get down that hallway at some point, and I don't think we ever really made it down there.
No, you never went down that hallway. It kept making you sick, and we never did go back down.
Yeah. But we did. It was kind of interesting though downstairs in the cafeteria. I mean, we kind of talked about music. We were getting information about music, coming to find out whoever was talking to us that night liked Christmas music. But it was kind of weird because then the next morning we went upstairs, and on that old organ type thing, the book is open to Christmas music. None of us knew that.
We never noticed it the night before when we were in there.
No, we didn't. So that was kind of interesting. We played different kind of music from different periods throughout the night and played some Elvis.
They kind of responded with the Elvis, but they liked the Christmas music the best.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel as much that night. I mean, there was some things, but I didn't feel really threatened or anything. Just in that one hallway, they didn't want me to go down.
It was more like a cat and mouse game with them.
Yeah, exactly. we would go somewhere because I had this feeling. We'd go up there, and then they were like, ha ha ha, let's mess with them. That's what they kept telling me. They're just like, let's mess with them, let's mess with them. And that's basically what they did, because they just kept moving from room to room. I haven't gotten through all my recorder for that one yet, because I was a little sick for a while there. But did you get anything? Did you?
Yes, we got quite a bit. I got 9 different recordings from Edinburgh, and all of them were in the chapel room. I couldn't find anything from the cafeteria. So this is the first one. It's hard to hear. You'll have to let me know if the volume's fine or I need to adjust it. But
do you want the speaker?
Let's try it with this first.
Okay.
And then we can always go with the speaker, but I think this will work. The first one is, you hear Allison ask, we haven't hardly even started the investigation. We're always thinking about breakfast, and she's asking me what time we want to go for breakfast in the morning, and then you'll hear something as she's asking me about breakfast. Let's see if we can get her here. Let us know if you can hear it, okay?
Could you guys hear that okay? It's kind of hard to hear. I mean, you can't really make out what we're saying, but...
You can't make out what they're saying either, but there's a little voice. As you're asking me about breakfast. It's like a mumble, almost. But you can hear the voice there.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it. For sure. When I listen to it, it sounds like it's saying, I don't know yet. It's like a little voice that's like, I don't know yet. Yeah, it is kind of tinny. Like, you hear all this background noise. I'm not sure what it is, but I can really make out the...
Yeah. Where we're at is we're in the safe room, and we're all gathering our equipment ready to get going, and that's what we're hearing before that. But me and Allison were already thinking about breakfast. we was hungry. We ate supper, but we was hungry.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Matt. And the second one is we're still in the safe room. I think. Let me read here. Yeah, we're still in the safe room. We're just almost ready to go, and it's self-explanatory, I think. So let's hear it. And that one, you could hear Gary say he heard a breath, and just before he said that, you could hear the breath on there.
Yeah, that's yeah. I like getting those. We've gotten those at Malvern. We got that last year when we went with Christy, and we all went to supper, and we left it in that little room with the couch and the chair. I set it on like the little table-like thing there, and there's just like literally breathing right into the recorder, like for a good 3 or 4 minutes. That's nuts.
Let's see. Okay, this one, we're all up in the what we call the chapel coffin room now. And we're asking, let's see, we're asking for it to say one of our names. So, here you go.
Tell me what my name is. Hopefully I'll answer it. Yes. Sounds like all hats are in. Phyllis and Allison.
Just right there at the end, it said Allison. Allison, your name always gets called across there.
I know it does.
But there, before that, it did say something we thought, I'll answer that, but we're not really for sure if that's exactly what we were hearing
Right.
just before it. But that room, it had some weird stuff in that room. Weird vibes all night in that room.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is pretty well explanatory too. So we'll just play this one real quick. I don't know if they were belching or a growl or
Oh my god.
exactly it was. Not really for sure.
Holy crap. Yeah. That was a good one.
It come off pretty good.
Yeah, it did. I could hear that.
And here's the next one. It's pretty well. Pretty much about the same thing. We're really not for sure. Somebody had an upset stomach or...
I don't know. Good gravy.
Let's see. The next one is... Oh, we were asking for them to name off a bunch of names. We were asking them what their names were, actually, and stuff. So, we'll get this going here. Number 6.
Yeah, I could hear that one. I could definitely hear that one.
And this one, I'm just going to let you guys listen to this one. Because this one is always picking on me.
Do you think Kim should play in the comments?
Please. I love that part of it, though. They wanted me to lay in the coffin. They even asked nicely and said, please. Okay.
Was that the one where we were talking to Sassy Pants?
Sassy Pants and Steve was there, I think.
Yeah, Jim's the Sassy Pants. Yeah, he was catty.
And then we got Amanda there.
Mm-hmm. And there's a Sarah.
Sarah, you got...
I got her when I first got there, when we were talking to Cindy outside. I had a woman come up to me, and I didn't get her full name at first, but I knew it started with an S, and then later we got her, because she kept coming in and out. She was kind of shy. We got her the last time we were there, too. She came through a little bit. Did you have anything?
Oh, I got more from Edinburgh yet.
Oh, okay, perfect. We'll just keep on going with that one.
I got 2 more from Edinburgh that I was able to catch.
Oh, okay.
And this is the first time we were in Edinburgh. Okay, this one, I'm not going to say what it says until afterwards. We're going to let you hear it first and see what you guys think it says. I guess I don't have to explain it. 'Cause they spoke. I didn't stop it this time, but we'll let you hear that one again because. That was pretty clear, I thought.
Oh, yeah, I could hear that one, definitely.
There was no mistake in that one.
Uh-uh.
And This one, they're picking on me again, so we'll let you listen to this one. They like to pick on me. And
I know, I guess.
I just told you to sit down. You want Kim to sit back down?
yeah.
Sit down. I'm coming over.
Yeah, they like picking on me. And that's all I've got for right now for
From that one.
Edinburgh.
Okay.
But we did when we were down in the dining area.
Uh-huh.
I was sitting there with the laser grid, and I kind of was catching a shadow, but I couldn't tell
Right.
if it was a shadow or not. And I didn't catch anything audio-wise.
Uh-uh.
It was coming from around the padded room area. And there's a bunch of claims the guy Joker likes to hang around down there and
Oh.
stuff.
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm.
but yeah, it looked like the green lights were disappearing, but then I didn't know if it was my eyes playing tricks or
Right.
because no one else was really seeing it.
Yeah. No, I couldn't see it from where I was sitting, but I was sitting kind of more over towards the other hallway where like they would have made the like I don't know if they walked through there to get their plates or what. That
Yeah.
little area kind of in the cafeteria part.
And then when me and Allison, we got to be the lucky ones to sleep inside because
Oh, yeah.
we had no key to lock the place and then get back in. So me and Allison slept in Edinburgh while everybody else went to the safe house and slept.
Oh, yeah.
Which didn't bother us, but as soon as we laid down, that's all you heard was talking, walking, talking, walking, talking, walking.
All damn night.
Kept
Up and down
up.
the hallway. All damn night you could hear it. It's like, oh my gosh.
And then just about when we're about 7 o'clock, I would say somewhere around there was
Oh yeah, we heard that.
the banging,
Bang.
somebody pounding on the door, and we thought it was them, and it wasn't. So we went and looked, and there was nobody there, but somebody was knocking on the glass door.
Yeah, and then I heard it down on the metal door. It sounded like somebody took that big concrete like block thing and was like scraping it against the cement. But like nobody was there, and they were still passed out because we went in there.
I wished I would have caught it on audio, but the recorder we left running, there must have been a bird's nest real close by because that's all you heard was chirping of a bird for an hour. And it's like, I can't handle this no more. I never did find it on the audio. If it is, it's the bird blocked it out because I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, I think I might have. I don't know if I left mine on. I thought I did, but I'll have to double check because I didn't get through everything. Like I said, I've been through bits and pieces on my recorder since I was sick, but yeah, I'll have to double check that. So then when we left, well, we got to visit around the town of Marion while we waited though to go to Granger.
Yeah, we couldn't get into Granger till 6. We went to breakfast at what was it, 9:30?
Yeah, and then so we like walked around. We walked around to some nice little shops there, and we went to Dollar Tree and Walmart.
Yeah. I got me a new investigation hat.
Oh yeah, that's right, at that antique place. That was a cool place. That's the one that had the old dental chair. That was pretty damn cool. Like, I would have wanted that for my house. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we ate at that one little restaurant that was pretty good for supper.
For supper, Kelly McCarville told us about it. It's Neso or something like that.
Something like that.
It was an Italian place. Oh, was that good?
Oh yeah,
very good food. But at the Granger house, like Matt said, kitty, we on the SLS, it did look like a cat was rubbing against Allison's back.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't checked out the live feed of that, you need to, because what comes out of Gary's mouth, I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
But
It gets me going just thinking about
the,
it now.
the ghost kitty, I do believe that we searched the whole grounds. There was no cat anywhere the whole time we were there. But we'll let you listen to this and see if you can hear this. It was very faint, but there is a cat meow. We'll let you hear it one more time here. It's in there.
See, I wasn't crazy. It goes on. Like, I have a ton of it on my recorder from just us sitting in that room. But there's a couple more that I think you can hear them a little bit better.
Yeah, here's another one of the cats. And one more cat one.
We didn't do them all.
So we did catch a cat.
Yeah.
But I found none outside because I went and looked. And Allison, when we first got there, she could have swore she saw a cat run across the living room floor.
Oh, yeah, because I saw it dart from one room, and then I went into another, and then I could, like, get a glimpse of it. It was kind of it almost looked like a tan-colored cat. And it just kind of darted, but there was nothing in that house. And it literally sounded like it was in the boys' room with us. Like, we were just sitting on the floor, and it literally sounded like it was in there, but I didn't see no cat anywhere. Didn't see nothing.
It was on your back according to the SLS.
Yeah, it was on my back.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And this one we caught at the Granger house out in the carriage. Allison will have to explain this one once we let you hear it. Now there's Pussy there too. Pussy was just before the bitch.
Okay, so could you make that out? This was in the carriage room or in the carriage area, and like I think I was live, but I kind of dozed off during my live feed, so if that's why my camera kind of went down, that's why I was getting kind of tired. But like literally, we were trying to talk, and it was just raunchy stuff it was saying out there. It came up with the word pussy, I don't know how many times, but then it said, like in a man's voice, let's play it one more time and see. So it kept saying bitches, pussy, and panties. I don't know why, but it kept saying that. Like every time we tried to ask something, that word, especially pussy, came up I don't know how many times.
Sarah said that's a first. It was only in the carriage house.
Yeah, that's the only place that happened, and I was like, what in the world? Because I'm like, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get in so much trouble by Dora because
we kept apologizing to Dora because we didn't know if she was out there with us. I know you're not supposed to cuss around Dora, so we kept apologizing for it.
Yeah, even though we weren't the ones that were saying it. But yeah, and then about the only other action was the live feed when I was walking up the stairs, and Kim decided to scare the shit out of me. First time she has ever scared me. And Yeah. Sarah's like, oh, Dora's not letting that kind of talk in the house.
No, we were very good with Dora.
Yeah,
the
we
house.
were. And if we slipped up, we apologize. Like, first thing.
Immediately.
Yeah. But I just can't believe the amount of cat noises, though, that we got. I mean, that's pretty much what we got. And then,
We got 3 more things from the Granger
yeah,
house here.
we got 3 more things here. We're doing the spirit box session. We're in the girls' room here. So you'll just kind of have to listen and let me know what you think it says.
Okay. 14. Here we go.
It says a couple things in there. One of them's kind of hard to hear. But the second one is a little bit louder.
We were asking if they like living in the house
Yeah.
on this one.
Let's play it just one more time here before I. Okay. So does anybody think they know what it says, or what do you guys think it says? Well, let's see. Sarah says we've had reports of cats and dogs, but this is the most active cat report we've had. Yeah, like up in the boys' room, literally.
Yeah.
That's all we got was meow, 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 meow.
It liked Allison, the cat.
A couple thumps and then meowing. It's like, what in the heck? Okay, so Kim's asking, do you like living in this house? And to me, what it sounds like is like the very faint one. It sounds kind of like a yes. And then there's a man that says something about kids. So, I mean, we were in the girls' room at the time, but, and then, let's see here. If we go on just a little bit more, it says a couple other things. I think we got it on there.
And this one's from the Granger house, too.
Yeah, this was after we were talking about the house. It sounded like we got another yes, but then the second one, to me, kind of sounds like a child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what it's saying, but it kind of sounds like maybe it's saying help. I'm not sure what they needed help with, but yeah, so.
And this last one's from the Granger house. This one's
no. At the end there, because what we were talking about is it sounded like somebody was like out on the porch, and then when we were talking about, it, then you hear that thump at the end. But that sounded like it came from down the hallway. So I mean, we got several of those noises, some thumping. When I first got there, and we were getting the tour, I heard somebody walking around upstairs, and I just kind of passed it off. I'm like, oh, maybe somebody else is here with her, and they're upstairs, just making sure everything's good before they leave us for the night or whatever. But nobody ever came down. And then Kim had seen something kind of peekabooing out from up the stairs. So that was kind of cool. So that kind of puts together what I was hearing upstairs, and then she saw something.
Something peeking over the banister.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Of course, we didn't have anything rolling at the time, so we literally just walked in the door and stuff. But yeah, I can't wait to go back and see what we get this time.
We go back and let's see, August 3rd we got the Granger house again.
Yep,
I can't wait.
We're gonna go with our team this time, so it'll be fun. It'll be interesting, and I'd like to go out in the carriage area excuse me. Gosh dang.
Go out in the carriage area without me scaring her.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially when I'm on stairs. I'm like all the way at the top. I'm like, at first I saw this little shadow thing, and I'm like, is there a cat up there or a raccoon? Because I could see like it looked like a little head with ears, and then it was like just like a paint spot or something or a stain on the wall that was shaped like that. And next thing I know, she's banging on the thing. I'm like, turn around, about fall down the stairs. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the first time she has gotten me, and I still have to get her back. I was gonna get her back when we went, because we were going to Villisca on the, what was it,
We went to Villisca.
just went. The 26th,
June.
right?
June
The 26th?
28th.
28th. And of course, lo and behold, I had the flu. So I couldn't go. I was pissed because I was like, oh man, I'm so gonna get her. I am so gonna get her. I didn't have the chance to get her at Edinburgh either, so she's got it coming. She's got it coming.
Hey, I have never been able to scare you. This was the first time.
I know.
So
Usually she's hiding somewhere, or whatever, and then she'll do something or say, I'm gonna be like, hi Kim. And I just walk on by.
I gotta get their adrenaline up before we start investigating,
Yes, Sarah, we did have a really good time there.
Yes.
And yeah, like I said, we can't wait to go back and see what we get this time. There was a lot of sirens that night.
Oh, I know. I think I counted 15 sirens that went by the house.
Yeah, it was nuts. I was like, holy cow. Now, one was really close. Matt says bring some catnip. Maybe I should bring some catnip.
And some cat toys. You never know.
Oh, yeah, we should. We should bring some.
They might play with the stuff, and we'll put
We
a camera
can stop
on
at the Dollar Tree on our way there, because it's right up the street.
Yep, we'll stop and get some catnip and some cat toys and put a camera on them and see what happens.
See what happens.
We played some music for them, but we didn't get no reaction with the music. We didn't catch any on our recorder.
No, we played that thing
yeah.
for quite a while, and that's all I got until the point it's like, I don't know if I can listen to this recording anymore, because my recorder was literally right next to it, so it was like blaring into it. But yeah, oh my gosh, that was fun. But it was just I was so exhausted the next morning. We had a hell of a time loading up the big totes in the back of the truck. I'm like, I can't, usually I can do it by myself. And this time I'm like, oh my gosh. I like had to like take my coat and everything off because I was hot. I'm like, okay, we need to just.
These 2-day events, they take it out of you.
Yeah, they do, for sure. We do those. We need to do them like when there's like a holiday, so that way we have like, like Monday's a holiday or something. So then that way we have a longer weekend, something. Cause
I had vacation.
Yeah, you had vacation.
So I got to sleep in the next day.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, it was fun though. I can't wait to go back and see what we get. And then of course, like we said, Kim and another team member, Gina, they went to Villisca. I had to unfortunately drop out. I was very ill, and we had another one that had to drop out.
Because her grandfather passed away, and she couldn't go. And so it was just me and Gina that went. And I did not catch a thing on the recorder at all. I can't believe we went to Villisca and didn't catch nothing on the recorder. And Villisca, I could not go live. It wouldn't let me go live at all. But right at the beginning, when I was doing the tour, and then after that, it wouldn't let me go live. But we did do the Nicrophonic, or however you say that app. Mm-hmm. We did that 2 or 3 times with me with the headphones on, and Gina was asking questions, and then we'd go back and see what we caught. And I think the first time we did it, out of 10 questions, I got 6 right. And then that was up in the attic. We did then. And then we went into the kids' room and did it. I was sitting in the closet with my back towards Gina. I had my headphones on where I couldn't hear her. And I think we only got 4 questions right out of the 5. Or out of the 10.
Uh-huh.
And then the third time, we did it downstairs in the girls where they were
Mm-hmm.
killed. And I think we got another 6 out of 10 right. And there's 3 questions she asked the same. Who helps out with the villisca house? Who helps run villisca? And every time, Johnny came out instantly. I didn't have to wait for that answer to come out. It said Johnny instantly. But other answers, it would take a while for him to answer it.
Yeah.
And she asked one question, what was the name of the youngest child?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it didn't come up with Boyd. It came up with his age, 5.
Oh.
Well, it had part of the answer, but not what she asked. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, it asked what happened here, and it said died.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other questions. She tried to get it to say her name, and it wouldn't until the end.
Uh-huh.
It kept saying my name. It kept saying, I think it said your name once,
Mm-hmm.
but you weren't even there. And she was asking what color house it was. It wouldn't answer that.
Uh-huh.
And I can't remember all the questions she asked, but it was neat that the first time we ever did it,
Yeah.
that it came out with 6 of the 10.
Yeah.
But like I said, we didn't catch nothing on the recorders at all. Even with the toy going off,
Yeah.
I cannot find it on my recorder.
Oh, jeez.
And it only did it once. It went off once.
Yeah.
But the amazing thing was, I really thought was so cool, but we had no camera in the house.
Oh,
We
yeah.
went out to eat,
Uh-huh.
and we told them, I put these candles on these tables,
Mm-hmm.
the battery-operated candles we always use.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if it gets dark, can you please turn the light on for us so we can see when we come back in?
Yeah.
We went out and ate. We were out just probably a half hour.
Yeah.
Come back in, one of the candles was on above the Bible.
Oh,
it was
yeah, that's
on.
what Gina was saying, yeah.
And I thought that was so cool that they'd actually listened to us and turned it on.
Yeah.
But the rest of the night, nothing. They went. Then the K2s did go off for a while.
Uh-huh.
Right there at the couch, and then they just quit. Then we had nothing. The
Yeah.
Ovilus didn't do nothing all night long, and that's a rarity for that thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, because the weird thing is when I was sick and everything, I still had to wake up, and I text Gina, and I told her, I'm like, because I had a dream about Robert, and he was with this little girl, Liza. And I don't know who Liza is, but she was with him. And so I told her, I'm like, tell Robert hi for me. And I said, you need to find Liza. Well, she asked something and it came up with kid, but that's all she could get. So I don't know who Liza is, but she was with Robert in my dream. Like, I just had a vision of them and I just had to text Gina and tell her, I'm like, well, tell Robert I said hi. And there's a Liza with him. Don't know who she is, but you need to find out who she is. So maybe if we go next time, I'll have to figure that out.
We didn't, like I said, we didn't get nothing really till we did the headphone thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were getting answers there, but other than that,
I told her, I was like, you're probably gonna get your most stuff between like 8 and 9:30. Then it's probably gonna fizzle out.
Pretty much, that's about when.
Yeah.
It fizzled out.
Mm-hmm. I just told her, I'm like, you're gonna have stuff probably about then, and then it's gonna fizzle out. So.
Well, we kept trying. And Gina kept saying, don't scare me, don't scare me. I says, I don't do that when we're by ourselves. Now, if it was a group of people, yes, I get the adrenaline going. But when it's just 2 people and you're leaving one person in the house while somebody goes to the bathroom, I ain't going to scare that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't do that.
Right, yeah.
But she kept saying, every time I went out for a bathroom break or a cigarette, you're not going to come back and scare me, are you? Are you not going to come back and scare me? So half the time she went out with me instead of staying in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wouldn't stay in the house.
Oh my gosh.
But the first time we went to villisca,
mm-hmm.
I had a weird feeling.
Yeah.
The next time we went to villisca, I had that weird feeling. This time, I didn't have that weird feeling like I normally do there.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, because last time, I had Robert just kept saying his name over and over to me. Gina wanted to kill me. Jill was crying hysterically for no reason. It was just a mess. It was a hot mess. So that's kind of strange. I mean, yeah, you get different things every time you go somewhere. It's different feel, different vibe. Like, when we went with Danette and Gary, I didn't have the same feeling as I did just as last time when we went with Gina and Suzanne and stuff, because, I mean, there was this old man, grouchy old man downstairs.
We're talking about Edinburgh now.
Yeah, this is Edinburgh.
She switched places on
I
us
switched
here.
places here. But anyways, we were at Edinburgh, and Gina and I did a walk through a live feed, and we go down there, and I'm like, yeah, there's this grumpy old man down here, and he just kept laughing. Like, I could hear him laughing. And I think it's when we all went down there and we went into the boiler room, because I kept telling him I wasn't going to go there because he wanted me to go in that boiler room. And I kept telling him I wasn't going to. And he kept just laughing. And finally we went down there. I'm like, okay, you won. And we get in there and he's like laughing at us. And he's like, ha, 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 you stupid bitches. And like all night, like literally all night long, Gina was listening to the necrophonics. We were asking questions. She couldn't hear us, and then she would say what she hears. I mean, every other word was like the F word, whore, bitch, and they would say like bitch and different things. It'd be like biatch, and it was a really weird night. It was weird. Like, I don't even know how to explain it.
That night was the first night I could not walk around Edinburgh by myself.
No, it was
It was a weird vibe. Any other time I could walk around that building.
He was angry. So whoever was there before us really pissed him off, because I mean, holy crap. It was intense, and like, kept wanting me to run down the hallways and all this crap, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. And then we were getting Spanish speaking people. We've never had that.
We gotta learn Spanish.
And, we got this little boy Ramon, and
telling us he started counting uno, dos, tres, and then he said his bed was the first bed. Well, we asked him which bed was it, because there was 4 beds in there.
Yeah.
Right or left was number 1, and he said the one with the sombrero on it.
Yeah.
We caught that much.
Yeah.
And then we caught on the SLS. We did catch a little boy or something in that room.
Yeah.
When we were getting the Spanish words.
Yeah, it was nuts. Like, I don't know. We have like our live feed as we're going up to the Blue Room. I got some of it on the recorder just in the first minute or so. Gina pointed this out to me last night after our softball game. She had me listen to it. Well, I only got to listen to so much because there's a train that runs by there every so often, and so you can't hear shit out by the softball diamonds. But plus, I was tired and ready to get home. But I did listen to like the first like minute and a half or so, and we have stuff. Some of it's a little hard to hear, so you might have to listen real closely. But as soon as it starts, you hear something, and I'm just gonna kind of let you guys listen and see what you think.
Okay.
Stop laughing. Laugh again. Oh, I heard a like a pebble move, like like it. All right, we are heading upstairs. Oh, gotta hold up. We're gonna head upstairs again. We're bound to the Blue Room. Hey, Jen. All right, so we're heading up here. Darren is on here. Hey, Darren. Hey, Darren. and that's downstairs. He's laughing. He's here. Okay, come on. Show yourself. And he's...
Okay, so I don't know if you caught it all. Jen B's like, I heard Allison say hi, Jen. Of course.
We're recording this off the live feed.
Yes. So, I mean, if you do have a chance, go through the live feed, listen to it, because I don't have Facebook, so I can't look through it. So I just kind of watched, like I said, what Gina showed me last night. So just in the first minute and a half, like as soon as we start recording, you hear somebody go, shh, in there. And then you hear me talking, because I had that stupid grumpy man talking to me, and he keeps laughing, wanting me to go down into the boiler room. And, oh, just saying hi real quick here. Anyways, and then you hear me talking about, laughing, and, oh, he's laughing. And then, in like a whisper, it sounds like it says stupid whore. And, when Gina and I are talking, you hear this loud, like, kind of sound, or whatever it is. Like they're irritated with us or something. And what else was there? Oh, you'll hear Gina say, I'm here, but like right before that, there's a whisper, and it says, he's here, is what it sounds like. So if you guys want to, take the time to like go through that and look at it, there's probably more stuff that we didn't catch either, but I mean, that night was just insane. I don't know. And like, I really wanted to tackle that boiler room. And Gina and I went back down there. We had this weird feeling, and she had the necrophonics going, and she had her headphones in, and it got dark. It was like, it just got still. And using that app, sometimes you get like a whole bunch of like voices or mumbling or something at the same time. And she said what happened is it went silent, and you just had this one woman's voice. And she's like, go back, or something like that, or get back, go back, go back. So literally she was like trying to warn us not to go down there. And I mean, I knew I shouldn't go down there because of the feelings I was having, but I wanted to tackle it anyways, but we didn't end up going. And then we kind of kicked ourselves in the butt for not going, because I wanted to see what he would do, the grumpy man would do. I mean, he was just taunting us all night long. And I don't know who was there the night before, but he was pissed. He was very pissed.
And we will be Jen caught something on the live feed when we had the laser grid going. She caught what looks like something blocking out the green lights. So we will be putting that on our page. We just haven't had time to do it yet. And we thank you, Jen, for that picture, because I probably wouldn't have caught it even with the live feed. I was trying to...
Yeah.
And we're trying to find that loud thump that happened behind me.
Yeah.
And I know it's on the live feed, but we were trying to find it on the recorders, and we could not find it yet.
I think I have it on mine, but it's kind of hard to hear.
Because you were in the other room.
I was in the other room. I was in the casket room. She was in the room next to us. I mean, you can faintly hear it on my recorder, but it was hard to... I don't know if you guys would be able to hear if we played it back, but you can hear it on the live feed, because one of the gals that was with us said that when she was watching it that night, she could hear it. And I did post that picture on Instagram that Jen B sent, so thank you for doing that. That's an awesome catch. Yeah, I mean, it literally looks like something is blocking out that exit sign, because you can see kind of a red hue, but you can't read the exit, and there's like a black, like, type looking thing.
Yeah, Jen said, I felt it more than I saw it.
Yeah, well, you can definitely see it too. I mean, we knew something was down that hallway.
All I know is I've never jumped out of a chair as fast as when I heard that thump behind me. I didn't know what it was. I think I put a hole in the ceiling.
About like when John scared you.
No, this was... I think I jumped more
this time
than when John grabbed my feet. at Melbourne. But yeah, I just, that night at Edinburgh, I just did not feel good in that place at all. And I could walk down that hallways before by myself all the time and not bother me. I always went and got equipment that we forgot and stuff.
Yeah, you'd always go by yourself. Always.
That night, I could not go by myself at all. There was something about that place I just did not like.
Yeah. I'm ready to go back.
I know I'm ready to go back too, but they're booked till next year,
I
pretty
know.
much. Unless
know.
we can go through the week, but I've used all my vacation up.
I don't have any vacation yet, so that's kind of a bummer. But
I don't think anybody at work listens to this station, but I don't know if they do or not. I could say I'm going to the doctor, but no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I want to go back to face it too, because I don't know what was taunting us from the basement. I want to.
A grumpy old man, and like the vision that I kept getting in my hair was like, or in my head, like he had kind of like this mustache, and I kept getting like kind of like a white peppery kind of hair, and he just looked kind of stern in the face, like he almost had resting bitch face. He just wasn't very happy, and I've never really felt him there before like that.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. It was just weird. It was really weird, and he wouldn't really give me any information about himself. He just laughed all the time and wanted me to come down to that boiler room, but no, thank you. Nope.
And our next one is this coming Saturday. We will be going live from Melbourne Manor. We've been invited by some couple of my cousins are going to be there, and me and Allison were invited to go down with them and bring our equipment and kind of help them out with their investigation. So we will be going, taking our stuff and teaching them how to use our equipment, and maybe use and help them, and they'll help us with some of what they've got equipment, and see what we all can come up with.
Yep. And then
we got Kelly's Expo.
Yep, we had the
on
expo.
The 20th.
And then the 27th, Melbourne Manor.
We go back to Melbourne with our group. And on the 27th.
And then the 3rd is Granger House.
My anniversary is the 1st.
Oh, there you go.
And then, so that's one of our shows.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric. Sorry, I got a radio show on our anniversary. And then we go to the Granger House on the 3rd. And then we got Kelly's event at Farrar on the 10th.
Yep.
And then we got the Squirrel Cage in September. And then we got a Farrar Study Hall on the 28th in September if we make that one. And then guys are going to have to tune in August. We're going to do a whole month on Bigfoot. We're getting some people for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Talking about Bigfoot that month.
My oldest one, she likes all that kind of stuff. She likes Bigfoot and stuff, and she's kind of into theories about a whole bunch of things too. So I hope I can get her tuned in for some of that. Because yeah,
Well, we're doing the show for her. She better tune in.
She better tune in, yeah. She can get off her Snapchat and TikTok and whatever else all that crap is teenagers do nowadays. But yeah, it'll be fun to hear all that stuff. I'd actually like to go do that, just to see what it's all about.
Just to go out once, just to see what Bigfoot would be like.
Yeah, that'd be pretty damn cool. I'd do it. I would do it. But man, it's getting kind of stuffy about the air.
I know, we had to shut the air off so they could hear us.
I know. Well, I'm sitting here and I got sweatpants on, a sweatshirt, because sometimes I just get chills, so I dress warm, you never know.
Well, with only having a window air, and our computer sits right in front of it.
Yeah.
the only desk I've got. So, but yeah, we hope. We've got 2 speakers right now, and we're in the process of getting more. They just haven't contacted me back yet on what date they want to do it. So we will have the whole month hopefully filled of people talking about Bigfoot and their experiences.
Yeah. I can't wait. That'll be exciting. We should have my daughter come on and just ask her questions. She's got all these weird theories, and I mean, she likes to think that kind of stuff. She has theories about everything, just about, and it's kind of interesting to listen to her sometimes when she's talking about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Malvern does this time. It's like, just like ready. I'm like, okay, Rosie, let's go. What are you gonna bring to me next? What are you gonna do? How bitchy am I gonna be when I'm home? How long is it gonna last this time? Every time I go there, I come back and I'm a totally different person for like a long time.
You want to stay out of her way after we've been to Melbourne.
Huh?
I said you want to stay out of your way after you've been to Melbourne.
Nobody wants to be around me after I've been to Melbourne. That's for sure. That is for sure. It's not pretty. I get pretty grumpy. Mood swings.
Well, wait.
I'm reading what Jen B said. What is Bigfoot? Is actually a fairy changeling? What the heck is that?
We from Iowa, Jen.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what else. Oh, Matt put an alien.
Yeah.
What if not what is? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never know. Don't know what it actually is.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Never. Just what I see on TV. That's about it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
And who we talked to at the Paracon that one time about Bigfoot.
Oh, Lorne.
I got his name in the bedroom. I can't remember.
Lorne something. I can't remember his last name. I'm drawing a blank. He's the one that called you a leprechaun.
Yeah, because I had a green sweatshirt on. He called me the leprechaun.
Okay, you know, Kim is called Half Pint because she's
4'11".
4'11". Okay, at the time I had dyed her hair, so it was kind of a reddish color, and she had a green shirt on, so a green sweatshirt. So he's like, "You kind of look like a leprechaun." I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Well, that's how Adam Berry remembered me by, was that green sweatshirt.
That's right.
When I saw him the next time when he came to Farrar. Because he said, I should know you. I met you somewhere. And I said, Minnesota? Green sweatshirt. He knew exactly who I was. But, yeah, we coming to the end of our show. And hopefully you guys can really hear the stuff because we're having problems with computer-wise. We can't get the recorders to transfer over to the computer for some reason. So we were transferring from one recorder to another recorder, just certain parts of it.
So we didn't have to go through a whole recorder to get the...
Because every time you tried to hit fast forward to a certain spot, then you went by it or past it, you know. And
right.
So
yeah,
we're still trying to figure out why the computer won't take our recorders. We even went out and bought a new recorder, computer, thinking it was the old computer couldn't figure it out, but the new one won't take them either. So we don't know what's going on. So we need somebody that knows computers to come and help me.
I tried. I didn't have a problem the first time I set up your other computer.
No, we never had any problems
now
until
all of a sudden we are.
So I don't know what's going on, but I'll let you do the shout outs.
Yep, I'm gonna do our shout outs here. We had Jen B in the house. We had Matt, Shay, Wolf, of course Kim and myself. Sarah was in for a little while, and then she had to go to deal with her daughter. I know how that is. Let's see here. Did I say Matt and Wolf? Yeah, I think I did. All right, so thank you everybody who joined us in live chat. Thank you to everybody who was listening that wasn't in chat. We appreciate you all. And
next week we don't have a guest yet, They haven't got back to me, so we'll have to let you know if we end up with a guest. If not, we'll be talking about Melbourne.
Yep, we're going to be talking about Melbourne. So, everyone, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Play the ending.
Thank you for listening to REP Paranormal and Friends. Be sure to check out Kim and Allison on Facebook at REP Paranormal Busters.